Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Central Hardin High School here at Terry Buckles Court for tonight's 17th District Boys basketball action. Tonight's ball game has the host 4-1 Central Hardin Bruins taking on the 3-0 John Hardin Bulldogs. I am Bobby Thompson and joined tonight by Coach Paul Gray. And Coach Gray, as we come into this, the teams have gotten into, both of them have had a 17th District game. John Hardin victorious over Fort Knox, and then last week we had Central Hardin victorious over Elizabethtown. And as they starting to get into this part of the season before they get to the winter break, what are teams looking for? What are the coaches trying to do?
Well, obviously they want to see progress. They want to see these kids really start to gel as a team. They're going to be seeing these district opponents several times. It's going to be a long winter, and so they're looking for the passion and the drive that's going to help them grow as a team, help them be the kind of team that's not just competing at the district tournament, but the kind of team that's going to have an opportunity to win region tournament. Both of these teams are contenders, and so their coaches are looking for some of that improvement, some of that continuous progress and improvement, the gelling as a team, some of the shot making, decision making that's going to make you a champion. And that starts now. It doesn't start February when tournament time rolls around. It starts right now with guys making good decisions and making plays.
Coming into tonight's game, probably the most highly sought after player in our district, Jacob Hobbs, comes in averaging close to 20 points a ball game, or a little over 20 points a ball game. And talk a little bit about his game as he's come along from a freshman to sophomore, junior, now a senior here at Central Hardin High School.
Well, obviously his size is something everybody, obviously, the people who were recruiting him were drooling over. But his progression has been amazing to watch. From a middle schooler and freshman and sophomore that really didn't know how to assert himself. He was someone who had all the tools, the ability to shoot the ball, the ability to handle the ball, rebound, everything you'd want a player to be able to do. But at times he would disappear during games. He is so savvy on the court now with all the extra play he's done with the AAU schedule. He traveled the entire country this summer. But his game, even last year, knowing when to score, knowing when to look for his own shot, to put his teammates on his back, so to speak, from time to time, and then also when to defer, when to be a ball distributor. He has mentally just really come so far, the maturity you'd expect in a young man of his age. And that's why they talk about, when you have a senior-laden team, you've got a great opportunity because guys have learned. And Jacob, as much as his physical maturity, has learned how to play the game and when to assert himself and when to really be just a playmaker and distributor.
On the other end of the court, we're going to talk about a little bit about Alex Matthews. And Alex played a role part last year, a lot of rebounds, averages, I believe, end up averaging close to 12 rebounds per ball game, around 9 points a game. Well, Mickey Pearson and Malik Wright were the ones who kind of took on the scoring role. But for Alex Matthews, he comes in tonight averaging a little over 19 points a ball game, a little over 11 rebounds per game, and has become the leader for Coach McCurry and these Bulldogs. And going into this game again, it'll be their second district game for both of these teams. Again, 1-0 in district play. This is an HCEC-TV student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools live Channel 1 programming, sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties, for all your real estate needs, contact Ryan. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. We're going to now turn it over to Brother Mike Bell for tonight's starting lineups.
Your official score this evening, James Moore. Your official timer, Coach Tyler Jackson. And now introducing the guests, the Bulldogs of John Hardin. Assistant Coach Marcus Lake, Assistant Coach Austin Jones, Assistant Coach Edward Peterson, and the head coach, Jared McCray. Starting at guard, senior 23, Ja'Kai
So there we have the starting lineups for both teams. Again, for the Bulldogs, it'll be Alex Matthews, Aaron Scott, Trayvon Harris, Jakai Walker, and Preston Merle. For the Bruins, it'll be Gavin George, Bianco Wilkerson, Chase Elmore, Jacob Hobbs, and Jack Kisseball. To jump at midcourt, it'll be Matthews and Hobbs. John Hardin will control it. Aaron Scott with the ball. Walker will run point most of the night for the Bulldogs. Harris going to try to go baseline, kicks it to Scott outside, steps inside the three-point line, 18-footer no good. Kisseball with the rebound. And then Kisseball dribbled it actually off his own leg. Turnover to the Bulldogs, and they'll stay on this end. Get it into Matthews. He's guarded by Hobbs. Central Hardin in a man-to-man defense. Matthews gets into the lane. Good body control not to draw the foul, and he gets the first bucket of the night. Full court press from the Bulldogs. Wilkerson now gets it 2-on-2, gets it to Hobbs in the corner, 3 on the way, it's long. Gavin George had the rebound, gets it to Chase Elmore. That's going to go off Trayvon Harris, and they'll stay on this end with the Bruins. Elmore to inbound the ball. Harris gets over, gets the steal, goes down to the other end, gets it up as Kisseball was providing the pressure, but Harris with the bucket. Quick 4-0 lead for the Bulldogs. Elmore gets it into the lane to Kisseball. Runner in the lane, no good, but it's Jacob Hobbs who knocks it in. Full court press from both teams here. Now Merle in the middle. Alex Matthews with the assist. Gavin George lays it off for Kisseball, get it back. Matthews now with the steal. Had 2 unforced turnovers and 2 steals by the Bulldogs. Kisseball comes the other way. Be a jump ball to stay on this end with Central Hardin. And you love to see the pace. You just wonder how long both of these teams can go at this pace. Hobbs lays it off for Elmore. George will back it out, reset the offense. Harris gets another steal for the Bulldogs, loses control. Gavin George gets it back. His scoop shot around. Going to be a foul on the Bulldogs. I believe that's going to be on Walker. It is. His first, team's first. Elmore to inbound it. Elmore gets it, he'll square up for 3, it's off to the right. Scott will get the rebound, push it up the other end. Scott gonna get inside, it'll say below, before the shot. Fouled on the floor. It's gonna be on Chase Elmore, that'll be his first, team's first. Walker to inbound the ball. Preston Merle spins down low, no good. That's going to go off Jacob Hobbs, and it'll stay on this end with the Bulldogs.
Well, I'm looking at the Bulldogs' overall field goal percentage at 54.5. They're getting a lot of shots right at the rim, not settling for anything on the outside. They're doing a great job of attacking the basket.
Get it into Merle. Guarded this time. Left-handed hook, no good. Trayvon Harris gets the rebound, saves it back into Merle. He'll give it back to Walker. Walker going to reset the offense. And a good pass again from Alex Matthews to Preston Merle down low. Merle now with 4 points, and it's a 6-point lead for John Hardin. Hobbs kicks to Kissaball, 3 from the corner, no good. Walker with the rebound. He's going to get it out front for Matthews, and Matthews with the lay-in.
A great start for the Bulldogs. Again, everything right around the basket, easy shots.
Hobbs puts this one on the deck. He gets to the rim and gets the 4th point of the night for the Bruins. Matthews got in the air that time, not sure where he was going with it. Trayvon Harris scoops it up, and Harris with another shot. 4 players have scored in the game. They've all scored 4 points. Wilkerson misses. Merle with the rebound. Matthews inside from Walker. And Matthews with 6, and Coach Nickel can't wait any longer at the 4:05 mark. It's a 10-point lead for the John Hardin Bulldogs. This is a Hardin County Education and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates. More personal attention for more effective results with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties for all your real estate needs. Contact Ryan at 270-723-4626 and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown baking made simple online at westpointbank.com. As we come back to action, it'll be Central Hardin basketball. Darion Davis checked in for the Bulldogs. Now they come with a run and jump. Harris comes over, tipped it away. He'll stay with the Bruins. Sean Hayes checked in to the lineup for the Bruins.
Getting a lot of tip passes. The Bulldogs are very active with their hands, very quick to the ball. Giving the Bruins a lot of trouble on the offensive end.
Scott goes after that one. Elmore able to get it back inside. Now George with it. Hay down low. I believe this is going to be on Trayvon Harris. That'll be his first, team second.
Trayvon Harris is first, team second.
Wilkerson 3, top of the key. It's good. Darion Davis takes it inside, kicks out for Walker. 3 on the way, it's long. Alex Matthews with the rebound. Pump fakes, gets inside, no good, gets his own rebound. Tipped out of his hands. Gavin George has it now. Good find from Chase Elmore to Hay. Hay misses 2 shots inside. Hobbs gets it. He'll be fouled and be going to the line. That's going to be on Trayvon Harris. That'll be his second, team's third.
Team third. At the line, Jacob Hobbs shooting 2.
First trip to the line tonight for either team. Knocks them both down. Cuts it to a 5-point lead now for the Bulldogs. 5-0 run coming out of that timeout for Coach Nickel and the Bruins. Little weave. Darion Davis gets it inside, high off the glass. It's in. .240 to go here in this first quarter. Hobbs gets it up to Wilkerson. Elmore now with it. Cut off on the baseline by Davis. George back with it near midcourt. I must say I disagree with that. I didn't think his toes were still in bounds, and he was on his toes. And his foot, I didn't see his back
heel actually
hit the ground at all.
Yeah.
And we have a better view than both coaches.
Yeah, we were right here on that line, and it did look like the heel went over it, but it was not on the floor.
Oh. Matthews inside, he drags his pivot foot. Elmore able to get it into Wilkerson. And a charge called on Wilkerson. His first, team second. Harris now with it, guarded by George. Harris is going to be able to get all the way to the bucket. Shot altered by Hobbs. Elmore with the rebound. That looked awkward as he went off his left foot. He usually jumps off his right. Scott goes all the way to the other end. It's in. Scott with his first 2 buckets. And now a 4-0 run by the Bulldogs. Wilkerson 3 on the way off the back of the iron. Matthews with the rebound. Sends it ahead for Davis. Davis pull up 15-footer. It's off the back. Hobbs with the rebound. I believe they're going to call this on Davis. I believe either official really wanted to call or was sure what to call. J.R. Montgomery checks in for the Bulldogs. Kisseball back in for the Bruins. Wilkerson now with it. They get it to Hay at the elbow. Into the lane is Wilkerson. He stepped out of bounds before he hit it back in bounds. Turnover to the Bulldogs. 58.3 seconds to go here in our opening quarter. 18-9. Bulldogs lead.
They continue to pound it inside. They've only taken 1 shot outside of the 5-foot arc around the basket.
Davis shot no good. Hobbs with the rebound. He's got George out in front of him. Gives it up to George, lays it back for Kisseball. 3 on the way, it's long. Walker with the rebound. Walker tried to thread the needle out when it hits Matthews in the foot. Turnover back to the Bruins. 18 seconds to go in the quarter. Hobbs will put it on the paint, goes to the right side. It's good. It's Hay. 7 seconds. Walker takes a peek at the clock. 2. He's going to force up a 3. It's good. Ja'Kai Walker with the 3-point goal gives the Bulldogs a 10-point lead as we finish this first quarter. This is a Hardin County Educational Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools live Channel 1 programming, sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. Coach, what did you notice there in that first quarter?
Well, again, Coach Nichols is going to have to figure out a way to keep John Hardin from getting the ball into the paint. They're getting it into the paint very easily, getting a lot of easy shots. And Central Hardin's got to do a better job shooting the ball. I think John Hardin has come out. They realize that a lot of people are picking the Bruins to be the favorite in the region, and they're wanting to remind everybody that they're the defending region champs, and they're coming out playing like it, doing a great job getting the ball to the paint.
John Hardin basketball to start this second quarter. Be an alley-oop, and it's going to be read by Jacob Hobbs, who cuts in front of it. It's going to be on J.R. Montgomery. That'll be his first as he undercut Hobbs. Team's 5th foul. Coach McCurry's track record is they really don't care how much they foul. They keep the pressure up the entire time. And he runs a lot of players into the game. Hay at the other end. Scott blocks it, but Scott was standing out of bounds when he gathered it in. It'll stay with the Bruins. Chase Elmore back in to the lineup for the Bruins. Get it into Gavin George. He'll square up for a 3, top of the key. It's off the iron. Merle with the rebound. Walker looking to push. Gives it to Scott. He drives all the way in, tries to kick it out, does to Matthews. He'll step in, 15-footer. It's long. Bianco Wilkerson will get the rebound. And it looked like Walker was falling before Wilkerson even got to him. That'll be his second, team 6th. Hobbs will check right back in for the Bruins, and it'll be Harris back in for the Bulldogs.
I'm surprised they called that one on the floor. Looked like he was going to the rim on that pretty hard.
Hobbs puts it on the floor, gets past Merle, goes for the dunk, it's no good. Scott gets the rebound. Scott goes the other way. His scoop shot, it's in. Aaron Scott now with 4 points, and it's a 12-point lead for the Bulldogs. Wilkerson, he'll lay it off for Hobbs. Hobbs gets the dunk this time on the feed from Wilkerson. Walker will take a 3. It was a little deep, hits off the front of the iron, no good. That's going to go off of Hobbs and will stay with the Bulldogs. Scott with it, he'll pull up for a 3. No good, gets the ball with the rebound. Gavin George in the lane, gets his first bucket of the night. 6:20 to go here in the first half of play. Matthews at the elbow, tried to pass it down low, kiss the ball, deflect that one to Hobbs. Hobbs going to bring it up the court. Back for Kissaball, steps into a 3, it's good. And with that, Coach McCurry going to take a 30-second timeout. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production, a division of Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties, Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Tune in weekly for rebroadcasts of all local HCEC-TV programs airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184, and you can always search our past broadcast on our YouTube channel. Just search HCEC-TV. HCEC-TV will be back on the air Friday night. We will be calling from the Dog Pound as the North Hardin Trojans will travel to take on the Bulldogs in boys 17th District basketball. Tip time scheduled for 7:30. John Hardin basketball as we come out of this timeout right at the 6-minute mark. Get it to Merle at the free throw line. Backside to Harris. Excellent find, excellent play. Harris now with 6 points on the night. Cutting Jacob Hobbs, reverse layup as he got past Alex Matthews. That gives Hobbs 10 points on the evening. Cuts it to a 5-point Bulldog lead. They're going to get Aaron Scott on a moving screen, something that the officials have been told to watch. Team 7th foul, but player control, so no free throws.
Tide starting to turn a little bit as John Hardin's forced to take a few more outside shots in the second quarter.
Kissaball gets to the rack. He misses that one. Matthews with the rebound. Harris walked. The turnover back to the Bruins. Started moving before he got the ball. Elmore to inbound the ball. Sends it out to Wilkerson near midcourt. Wilkerson goes all the way in. Scott blocks that one. Matthews quickly out to Harris. Harris with the dunk on the other end. George puts it on the floor. He'll get inside. That's blocked by Merle. Matthews gets this one out to Aaron Scott. And Scott unable to control. I think he was thinking about what he was going to do with it after he caught it. And did not secure the ball. Hobbs pull up three. It's good.
Two made threes for the Bruins here in this second quarter. They struggled in the first quarter to make any, and getting back in the game with a couple good three-point shots.
4-point lead for the Bulldogs. Harris skip pass for Walker. Walker just steps inside the three-point line, lets it go. No good. Matthews with another rebound. Misses that shot, gets his own rebound. Back up hard and gets the bucket. Matthews now with 8 points on the night. Kissaball will take a quick three. It's good. His second three-pointer of the night. Central sinks into a 2-3 zone. Scott skip pass to Walker. Walker gets all the way into the bucket. No good. Hobbs with the rebound. Three-pointer on the way from Wilkerson. It's good, and we're all tied at 29. Wilkerson's second three-pointer of the night. They had Aaron Scott under the basket. Now he gets from Matthews. Merle inside, about 7-8 footer, no good. Harris with the offensive rebound and the putback. Lots of offensive rebounds tonight for the Bulldogs. Elmore, he'll pull up for three. It's good. 4 consecutive trips, a three-pointer made by the Bruins, and they take a lead, 32-31, 2:20 to go here in the second quarter. Down as much as 12, then back to take a 1-point lead. Merle at the free throw line, gives it off to Matthews. Kicks for Scott, three from the corner, off the iron. Harris with another offensive rebound. He'll be fouled and get the bucket. And I don't know how that made it up over the rim, as it looked like it was stuck underneath it.
Bobby, I'm seeing a lot of guys on both sides of the floor really sucking wind. There's a lot of tired players. These two coaches, I expected to see a lot of use of the bench tonight, and they really have not substituted very much. And we're seeing some very tired basketball players on the floor right now.
Chase Elmore will come out. That was his second foul. Ty Turner and Sean Hay check in for the Bruins. Harris gets the roll. Harris with 13 points now. J.R. Montgomery checks in along with Darion Davis for the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs back out to a 2-point lead. charge on Gavin George. John Hardin player had been posted there. That'll be his his first, team's fourth. Oh. I thought that was on Gavin George. Say that was on Ty Turner. Matthews passes down low to Scott. Alex Matthews with 3 or 4 assists here early in tonight's ball game. Back to a 4-point lead. Gavin George with it in the corner, gets it into Hay. Skip pass, kiss the ball from the corner, 3, it's long. Harris with the rebound. Kick out to Davis. Matthews, 15-footer. Off the iron, no good. Bounced around. Hay with the rebound. .40 seconds to go here in the quarter. Turner, 3 from the corner, in and out. Harris with another rebound. Darion Davis with it, 27 seconds. Coach McCurry telling them to hold up. Ty Turner now will walk out near midcourt. Harris gets it back. Now we're at 8 seconds. Harris drives in. He'll get into the middle of the lane. Floater no good. Gets his own rebound. Put back no good. And we'll have a foul. I believe this will be on Montgomery. That'll be his second. I believe they'll send Turner to the line because it'll be 1 in the bonus. It's a second on Montgomery. 0.8 seconds to go. Ty Turner to the line. Now Coach McCurry had wanted, before we started all of that action, them to change the foul call on the play before. Well, they called it on Ty Turner, but that it was on Gavin George. Especially Coach McCurry wants to, because George, one of the main contributors.
Well, it seemed like Gavin had the ball. I'm not sure how they made that call on Turner.
He misses that one. Murrow with the rebound, and that is how our first half will come to a close. A 4-point lead for the Bulldogs, 36-32. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan at 270-723-4626, and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. We'll be back after a short timeout with first half stats and analysis and second half action.
Hi, I'm Dale Mings, and welcome to HCEC-TV live sports coverage. I want to take time to just recognize one of our longtime sponsors, eTownApartments.com and Mark Harris Construction. And today we have with us another sponsor that's coming on board with us, and that's Mark's son, Ryan Harris. And Ryan, just tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to be in this business and so forth.
So, I'm from Elizabethtown, grown up here my whole life. I'm fortunate enough that I got to grow up around kind of the construction business and that whole market, more so than a new realtor would get to be around it coming in. So, I knew a lot, and I decided being a realtor would be a perfect fit for me. And that's just kind of how I got into it. I interned my junior year, the summer after my junior year at Bellarmine at a real estate place. and I fell in love with it, and it's just a perfect fit for me.
So Ryan, tell us a little bit more about the focus of your business. Is this mostly the Elizabethtown area, Hardin County? What is it?
So yeah, so my brokerage that I'm a part of, it's out of Louisville, but I'm in E-Town 3, 4, 5 days a week. So my emphasis is Louisville, Hardin County, Elizabethtown, and anything kind of close by there. I'm helping people in Taylorsville right now, helping people out in Cecilia. You know, I'm helping really where anybody needs me, just trying to figure out what their needs are in that area and how that market fits their needs.
So now, in terms of marketing, you've kind of got your own sort of like your own. It's almost like your own company, I guess.
Right.
But so just tell us a little bit about that.
So yeah, so the company I'm with is a brokerage out of Louisville, Remax Premier Properties. Jay Pitts is the head broker. He's actually from E-Town as well. Many people probably know him, and his dad Jeff, who's a realtor here in town. And that's how I got kind of linked up with them. But the whole idea around it is marketing yourself and showing people the services you can provide for them and why you would be useful for them to use you.
Yeah. Well, speaking of those services, tell us a little bit about some of the services that you offer.
So what I mainly do, I help buyers and sellers. So, you know, if you're wanting to sell your home, I'm glad to help you out. We offer marketing that not many other people can, and that's one of the things I pride myself on and our company prides herself on. And when I help a buyer out, I have a lot of things I can do to help them as well. A lot of new technologies that help, that make it easier and quicker, and we can hop on houses that they like super fast, and just kind of some services we provide. And I have a commercial listing right now, so I'm trying to get into that area as well.
Okay, great. Now, we are talking about high school athletics here, and I understand that you graduated at Elizabethtown High School.
Yes, sir.
Now, were you involved in the athletics there?
Yeah, so I played golf and basketball in high school, and I was actually on the high school tennis team my 7th and 8th grade year. I grew up playing every sport you can imagine.
Okay.
I mean, name it and I've played it. What I think is so special about high school sports is, you know, it kind of molds who you are, your friends. You have memories that last a lifetime. I mean, I know, so I was on the 2014 district-winning E-Town basketball team, and I still see those buddies all the time. And whenever we get together, we always talk about a memory or something Coach Harris said or something somebody did in the locker room, and it's just a lot of good memories we still have, and I think still molds me as a person, and I think a lot of other high school athletes would agree.
So now, did that have anything to do with your decision to support high school sports by supporting HCEC-TV?
Sure, definitely. You know, so my parents, I've grown up watching them support high school sports, doing whatever they can, and I just feel the need to do the same thing because of how much I feel like it provided for me.
Sure, okay. And we appreciate you. We appreciate your dad and his sister,
Thank you.
the whole family, and all they've done for us all these years, and look forward to this new relationship, and welcome on board.
Thanks, I'm excited for it.
Great. And we look forward to hearing more great things from this young man, but right now we're going to get right back to that ball game. Hi, I'm Dale Mings. Welcome to HCEC-TV live sports coverage. Now, we're here again today in our studios talking to one of our longtime sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom, and we have Don McMahon with us today to tell us a little bit more about Brandenburg. Welcome, Don.
How you doing? Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Don, tell us a little bit about Brandenburg Telecom, kind of its history and so forth.
Yeah, Brandenburg Telecom has been in this area since 65 years. We started off in Radcliffe, and then we've branched out from there. So in E-Town, we've probably been offering service in E-Town it's probably about 18 to 20 years almost for service in E-Town. So we have all the cities in Hardin County. So we've been here for a little while.
Now, I used to live in Meade County, and so I know that Brandenburg kind of started out as one of those small town telephone companies.
That's where we first started, and we decided to branch out from there. So, yep.
And it's, you know, I think one of the things that's always intrigued me was the fact that you guys have been really innovative. And again, you know, that small town telephone company, but yet you guys have brought the cutting edge technology to our area. And I think you continue to do that.
Yeah. fiber service is a big deal. I'm sure everybody's heard of fiber service mainly from Google, bringing it to major cities throughout the U.S. So we started out in Meade County building fiber service, and we have most of it built out. It's still going. But recently we're able to offer fiber in the county of Hardin County, whereas we used to be in the cities. Now we're in the cities with fiber and the county. So the county is getting built out slowly but surely. We have 2 crews going right now. So hopefully we'll get it out. We'll get it out built eventually.
I know that's good news for a lot of folks like me. I live way out there in the boonies, and right now we don't have a whole lot of options.
Yeah, right now with today's technology, you have wireless devices, you have 4K TVs, so that demands a lot of bandwidth. And with fiber service, you can get up to 1 gig at your home. So that's huge. I mean, for a little community like this, which E-Town's getting bigger and bigger every day, I know that. So it's a really good product to have.
So I guess what we need to tell people is stay tuned. It's coming.
Definitely. When we do open a new fiber area, we go door to door. So we'll hang a bag on your door, and then we'll that'll let you know that fiber's ready. And we also do some advertising in the News Enterprise, and we put all the addresses in the that's available. So you can check that out too.
Well, now, if people wanted to know, for instance, are they in an area where they already have Brandenburg available to them, how can they find out about what's available, what services you offer?
Yeah, definitely give us the call at our office. We have a new office in E-Town on 62. Phone number is 270-982-4466. And anybody can tell you what we do. We do TV, phone, internet, security, so they can get any information from the office. Just call your local office.
So the new office kind of took the place of the one that was downtown on Dixie.
Yeah, we used to be on Dixie Highway. We shared a space with West Point Bank, but we've grown bigger and we have bigger plans, so we got spread out a little bit. So.
I think it's kind of neat how you've kind of kept that architectural style from the office in Brandenburg.
Yeah, it's easy enough structure to build, so I guess I like it. So
I know when they were building that, when I was living in Meade County, and I watched that one build there in Brandenburg, and I thought, is that going to be a church building? Is all that stained glass,
Yeah, a lot of people say that. It's definitely a big steeple. So
well, it's pretty the way you turn the different colored lights on at different times and things. So that's pretty cool. All right. Well, here's. Obviously, you guys have been supporting high school sports by being a sponsor of our live coverage.
Welcome back to Central Hardin High School here at Terry Buckles Court for tonight's 17th District Boys action. Our halftime score has the John Hardin Bulldogs on top, 36-32 over the Central Hardin Bruins. Going down the stats from that first half, first for the visitors on the scoreboard. Alex Matthews had 8, Aaron Scott with 6, Darion Davis with 2, Trayvon Harris led all Bulldogs with 13, Ja'Kai Walker with 3, and Preston Merle with 4. For the Bruins, Gavin George with 2, Deonko Wilkerson with 6, Chase Elmore with 3, Jacob Hobbs led all Bruins with 13, Jack Kisselbaugh with 6, and Sean Hay with 2. As we come back out onto the court for the Bruins, it'll be Gavin George, Chase Elmore, Jacob Hobbs, Jack Kisselbaugh, and Deonko Wilkerson. For the Bulldogs, Alex Matthews, Aaron Scott, Ja'Kai Walker, Trayvon Harris, and Preston Merle. The starters for both teams will start the second half. A couple of Bulldogs with 2 fouls, 3 Bulldogs with 2 fouls. The Bruins just with 1 player with 2 fouls. Swinging it around. Wilkerson gets it inside the lane. Scoop shot no good. Hobbs with the rebound. Kicks out to Elmore. 3 on the way. It's long. Alex Matthews with the rebound for the Bulldogs. I don't wonder if they can keep the pace up from the first half. And there was about a 4-minute stretch where the clock didn't stop running, and neither did either of the teams.
And as I mentioned, they have not substituted a lot.
Aaron Scott, high 3. It's no good. That's going to be a foul. I believe it's going to be on Trayvon Harris. Oh, no, it's going to be on Preston Merle. That'll be his first, team first. Kisselbaugh had Merle on him. Devin George drives in now. It kicks it. Hobbs 3 on the way off the iron. Aaron Scott had the rebound. Preston Merle had it, and now Jack Kisseball gets it for the Bruins. Wilkerson from the corner for 3. It's short. Ball tipped around. Harris going to come out with it for the Bulldogs. Hobbs almost got it away. Now actually does. The ball just bounced around. Harris keeps control of it. Gives it to Walker. Harris is going to drive all the way in. And they're going to call a foul on Preston Merle, a moving screen. I will say I didn't see that one because he was more down on the baseline. It looked like he had kind of just zoned off his player.
Called him for clearing him out instead of just setting the screen.
Hobbs on the baseline, back out to Elmore. Kisseball gets inside. It's actually going to be poked away by Harris. High off the glass, no good. Matthews with the offensive rebound. Goes back, he'll be fouled and be going to the line. That's going to be on Jacob Hobbs. That'll be his first, team's first. Alex Matthews to the line, shooting 2. In the first half, there were 4 free throws shot total. John Hardin had 1, and Central Hardin had 3.
Well, different than what we were watching last night.
Quick, a lot different.
Quick pace tonight.
Matthews knocks down the second one. Picks up his 9th point, allows the Bulldogs to get in their full court press. And that's going to be an alley-oop from Wilkerson to Hobbs. Cut to a 3-point lead now for the Bulldogs. Scott stepped inside. Didn't look like he was real comfortable with that shot. Able to get the rebound. Matthews on the baseline. Gives it up to Merle. Feel like it was partially blocked from behind. Matthews with another rebound in the putback. Matthews now with 11 points.
Toughness of the Bulldogs on the glass is just really winning the night so far. Very tough basketball team. Physical.
George inside. It's blocked. Harris comes out with it. It's going to be a 2-on-2 break. Takes it all the way in. Up off the glass. No good. Kisseball with the rebound. It's going to be on Alex Matthews. That'll be his first. Team's 3rd. Darion Davis checks in for the Bulldogs. Cutting down low to Wilkerson. That's going to be on Scott. Scott will pick up his 2nd foul, team's 4th. And that'll send Wilkerson to the line to shoot 2.
He was in pretty good position to make a play, but anytime you swing your arm downward like that in a hacking motion, you're going to get called whether there was a great deal of contact or not.
.4:55 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Get it into Matthews, point blank range, it's good. Back out to a 6-point lead for the Bulldogs. Elmore take a 3 off the iron. Davis with the rebound. And an errant pass stolen away by Hobbs. Lays it off for George. And what looked like was going to be points for the Bulldogs turned into points for the Bruins. I'll say this, the officials have let him play for the most part tonight.
There was contact there, obviously, and could have called that on Deonka Wilkerson, but
I think they've had the same thing on the other end as well. I think they've let both teams play.
it's made for a fun ball game to watch.
Ja'Kai Walker, 3 on the way, no good. Hobbs with the rebound. Hobbs inside for Elmore. George gets it. He'll drive inside. Looked like Scott had a lot of ball on that one.
Did.
2 shots.
They've had a lot of block shots in the second and third quarters here, but that time they called a little bit of body.
Got his 3rd, team's 5th. That'll put George on the line for 2. If you're Coach McCurry, he'll just continue to say into the officials' ear, it's 5 fouls to 1 right now.
Just what I was thinking about it. It's if you're a John Hardin fan, you're thinking, what's going on up here?
3:25 to go here in this 3rd quarter. And it's down to a 2-point lead. 41-39, John Hardin on top. Scott goes inside, leaves it off for Matthews. Ball to the floor. Matthews gets to it. Not sure what they're going to call because Matthews is the only one with the ball. It'll stay on this end. It'll be John Hardin basketball on the tie-up. Ty Turner checks back in for Central Hardin. 3:06 to go here. Try to inbound it to Scott. Matthews will bring it out. They give it to Walker, who will reset the offense. Walker, deep 3, top of the key, it's good. His 2nd 3-pointer.
I was going to say that's the first one they've made since he made one right at the end of the 1st quarter.
And that's going to be a charge. Matthews did a good job sliding over, and it looked like George had really lost control and started to stumble.
It's the 3rd charge that Matthews has drawn. He does everything for this Bulldog team.
Deonka Wilkerson back in for the Bruins, and Preston Murrell back in for the Bulldogs. Walker, high arching 3, no good. Altered by Elmore. Hobbs comes out with it, racing to the other end. And Aaron Scott tips it away. Harris up to Matthews. Matthews will be fouled. He'll be going to the line. And I do think at halftime they corrected that foul. Yep. Because Gavin George had just picked up his 2nd foul. And now Ty Turner with his 1st. So the foul from the 1st half was corrected. Aaron Matthews at the line shooting 2. 1 for 2 on the night. George will check right back into the ball game. Back to a 6-point lead for the Bulldogs. Gavin George pull up 3, top of the key, it's no good. And it landed out of bounds over to the Bulldogs. Going to try a backdoor and alley-oop to Scott, a little too high. Turnover to the Bruins. 1:42 to go here in the 3rd quarter. That shot by Hay, no good. Walker with the rebound. Jack Kissaball and Chase Elmore back in for Central Hardin. Elmore now with it. Wilkerson's, we get down right at a minute. Three-pointer top of the key for Wilkerson, in and out. Walker with the rebound, quickly gets it ahead for Harris. And that'll be a foul on Wilkerson, and Harris will be going to the line.
I think he definitely got him with the body, but it's a little bit of a late whistle on that.
A lot of times what they'll do is they'll wait and see if he makes it and then not call it. And if he doesn't make it, they'll call the foul. It doesn't make sense, but that's what they do. Harris scoreless here in the third quarter. .13 points in the ball game. John Hardin 3 of 6 shooting the free throws in this quarter. Given now a 7-point lead as we get under a minute. Kissaball with it, gives it to Hobbs, top of the key. One dribble, he'll get inside. That's going to be the fourth foul on Aaron Scott. Team 6.
Well, the Bruins finally got something going toward the basket at that point.
Murrow will check in for Scott. Hobbs now with 16 points on the night. Back to a 6-point lead. See if Coach McCurry wants to hold for the final shot. Man-to-man set for the Bruins. Able to get it to Murrow before the 5-second call. Now Walker will be trapped out front. Murrow gets it. Down to 10 seconds. Walker drives inside, loses control, and it's going to be a charge as Elmore was set up there. And I think Walker initially was going to be able to dish the ball and get out of the way of Elmore. But as he started to lose the ball, started stumbling. That's going to be his third foul, team 7th. 7.6 seconds to go. George brings it up, puts it up, and Hobbs high off the glass, no good. And that will bring our third quarter to a close. 46-40, the John Hardin Bulldogs on top. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan at 270-723-4626 and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. Coach, going into the fourth quarter, it kind of slowed down there. The second half of that third quarter. John Hardin up by 6. What Central Hardin need to do to get back in this?
They've got to keep moving the ball. They've got to make sure that on defense they're not giving up easy shots, giving up second chance baskets. A lot of rebound putback for the Bulldogs. Again, Alex Matthews has done everything for the Bulldogs. Central Hardin has just gone hot and cold. Hot in the second quarter, shooting a 3. In the third quarter there, just couldn't find the 3-point basket. So they're going to have to make a couple big baskets and keep the Bulldogs out of the lane and not give up easy baskets. The Bulldogs have only made a couple of three-point shots on the night, so they've got to stop them from getting to the rim.
Elmore with it. Back out for Hobbs. Hobbs, 17-footer, no good. Ball to the floor. Darion Davis out with it. Up for Matthews. Matthews, that's going to give him 16 points on the night.
Another layup for the Bulldogs. They keep getting to the rim again and again.
Kissabout out at the top of the. Now Hobbs with it for George. Puts it on the floor, drives into the lane. High off the glass and good. Gavin George now with 8 points. Coach McCurry will take a timeout. This is an HCEC-TV student production, a division of Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties, Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Tune in weekly for rebroadcast of all local HCEC-TV programs airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184. You can always search our past broadcast on our YouTube channel. Just search HCEC-TV. We will be back on the air Friday night as it'll again be boys 17th District action as the North Hardin Trojans will travel to the Dog Pound to take on the John Hardin Bulldogs. We will bring you that game live. Scheduled tip time is 7:30. Back to action here, 7:06 to go in the ball game. A 6-point lead for the Bulldogs, 48-42. John Hardin with the basketball. Davis gets it past midcourt, gives it to Alex Matthews. That's going to be on Kissaball, who was falling well before the player ever got to him.
He fell so early, I'm not sure there was much contact.
Exactly.
Running away.
That'll be his first, team's fifth. Matthews to the line to shoot two. $17 points now for Matthews. George walks it up the court now, gives it to Elmore. Wilkerson curling around, and Elmore going to take a three, high off the glass, no good. Darion Davis with the rebound. Davis splits the possible double team, gets it to Matthews. Kissaball did a good job anticipating that, but Davis keeps control. He gets all the way inside, didn't look for his own shot, and actually trying to pass it to Scott, and goes off the Bruins and out of bounds. Get it in for Matthews. And now Walker will take it back out near midcourt and reset the offense. Comes the run and jump. George does a good job anticipating that pass. Steps in front of it, knocks it out. The inbound for the Bulldogs. Harris to inbounds this one. Very close to a 5-second call. Little weave from the Bulldogs. Harris will go all the way in. His runner no good. Matthews with another offensive rebound. Goes up strong. And they're going to get, I think Chase Elmore sold him. He was the one, because both officials raised their arm like it was going to be a foul, and they looked to the other one, and Elmore is telling them it's a jump ball, and I think he sold it.
I've heard of coaches talking officials into calls. I haven't seen a player, unless it's LeBron James, talking officials into a call.
Davis tips it over to Scott. Matthews will get all the way into the lane. This time it's going to be a foul called. That's going to be on Elmore. That'll be his third, team sixth. From this point on, both teams will be in the bonus. And Matthews back to the line to shoot 2.
Alex Matthews at the line, shooting 2.
Matthews 3 for 6 on the night. George all the way to the other end, doesn't really get stopped till he gets right to the bucket. Misses that shot. Harris with another rebound. Davis gives it back up to Walker. Here comes Deonko Wilkerson. Kissaball will jump. And Gavin George, a good job anticipating where that pass was going. And George will be fouled. He'll be going to the line. It's going to be on Darion Davis. That'll be his second, team's 8th.
Darion Davis is second at the goal. Gavin George shooting 2.
Preston Merle checks back in for John Hardin. George with one more. Misses that one. And as Merle and Hobbs, actually it was Merle and Harris go after the ball together, Hobbs able to sneak in there. Merle will pick up his 3rd foul, team's 9th. And so after this 1-and-1 with Jacob Hobbs, Bruins will be in the double bonus. Gets the bonus free throw. I'll say this, as fast as the first half went, the second half is the exact opposite. Hobbs now with 18 points on the night. And with that, Coach Nickel will take a full timeout. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Rankley, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. eTownApartments.com by Mark Harris. I said Mark Harris is one. I've had the same call sheet for 8 years, and the first time that commercial has been removed. Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan at 270-723-4626 and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable, unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at bugabug.com. West Point Bank has 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. 5:14 to go here in the ball game. 5-point game. John Hardin on top, 50-45. And no one really moving for the Bulldogs. They get it into Aaron Scott. He'll get it ahead for Matthews. Now Walker will get it. Harris gets inside, lays that one off, blocked by Hobbs. Elmore with it now to be George, who pushes it up the other side. Hobbs puts it on the floor. He'll be fouled by Walker. That'll be Walker's 4th, and that'll send Hobbs to the line to shoot 2.
Both Walker and Scott have 4, correct?
Yes. This is that one. Knocks down the second. Merle down in the corner. Advantage he has with Wilkerson on him. He can throw over top of him. Get it to Scott at the free throw line. He gives it up to Matthews. Matthews with the easy bucket. Matthews now with 20 points on the night for the Bulldogs. Gavin George tried to get it to Elmore. Aaron Scott gets the steal and the bucket. Back-to-back buckets by the Bulldogs, stretches their lead out to 8. Gets the ball, he'll put it on the floor. They're gonna get Preston Merle. That was a touch foul, that'll be his 4th, and that'll put Kisselball on the line for 2. Kisselball with 6 points, both of them coming on 3-pointers in the second quarter.
That was the mismatch we saw earlier in the game with Merle on Kisselball, and he took advantage of it that time.
Kisselball knocks them both down. Gives him 8 points. Bulldogs having a hard time getting the ball inbounds. Scott gets it near midcourt. He'll come up. He gives it off to Matthews. Matthews to the bucket for 2. Gavin George inside, kicks outside Wilkerson for 3. It's good. And that's the 3rd three-pointer for Deonko Wilkerson. That's a 3-on-1 break on the other end. Matthews gives it off to Walker, no good. Matthews had the rebound. It's knocked out of bounds off, I believe, Elmore. So it'll stay with the Bulldogs.
Bruins seem to be gambling defensively, a lot of trapping in the pressure. They're giving up some easy looks.
Get it into Merle underneath. That's going to go off Kisselball as he knocked it out of bounds. Kisselball blindly put his hand back and knocked it out of Merle's hands. Get it into Matthews. Now the run and jump again. Scott a little dramatic on that. Going to be on Jack Kisselball. That'll be his 2nd. That'll put Scott on the line, shooting 1 in the bonus. This will be Scott's first trip to the line tonight. Now he'll get the bonus free throw. That'll get Scott into double digits with 10. 3:14 to go in the ball game. 7-point lead for the Bulldogs. 3-pointer for Hobbs. Off the iron, Matthews had it, loses it, and Kisselball had stepped out, so it'll be throw in for the Bulldogs. Harris to throw it in as Hobbs comes forward to guarding. Get it into Matthews. Back to Harris. It's going to go out off the Bruins. Stay with the Bulldogs. Get it into Alex Matthews. Now they'll come jump him. And there's Wilkerson. Gets the steal. All the way down to the other end. Misses that shot. Hobbs rebound. Hobbs gets the rebound and the bucket. Alex Matthews picks up his 2nd. Hobbs will be going to the line for the 5th time in this quarter, 9th time in the ball game. Zay Jackson checks in to the lineup for the Bruins. His first action tonight. And with 2:45, it's back to a 4-point lead for the Bulldogs. Scott gets it past midcourt and just being chased. Able to find some room, gets it to Matthews, reverse layup, it's good. With that, Coach Nickel going to take a timeout. Again, a reminder, we will be back on the air on Friday night, as it'll be 17th District Boys basketball action from John Hardin High School, as they will host the North Hardin Trojans. And then we will be off live coverage until after the new year, when we will have games on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. The exact ball games. On the 2nd, it'll be boys basketball action, as we'll be back here at Central Hardin as the North Hardin Trojans come to take on the Bruins. On the 3rd, it'll be girls basketball action as E-Town travels to North Hardin. And on the 4th, it'll be boys basketball action, a rematch from last week's ball game. Elizabethtown will now travel to Central Hardin to take on the Bruins. All three of those games will have a 7:30 tip time. We will come in a couple minutes before that with the pregame show. 6-point lead for the Bulldogs. And what did Coach Nickel just draw? What do you think that he's trying to get done here at the end of this ball game?
Well, I'm sure they'd like to get the ball into the paint. That may not necessarily mean get an easy bucket. It may mean draw the defense and look for the three-point shooters. The more you can break down their defense, the more opportunity you're going to have guys standing by themselves at the three-point arc. So I would look for penetration and dish to the outside. Not sure what they'll be able to get here, but that sounds like the best option.
Wilkerson drives inside, gives it off to Hobbs. Hobbs will get basically body checked by Matthews. That'll be his third. That'll put Hobbs at the line to shoot two.
Jacob Hobbs shooting two.
Zay Jackson checks into the lineup for the for the Bruins. Back to a 4-point lead. They get it into Walker. He's trapped in the corner. He's going to be calling timeout. And so John Hardin will take a timeout. Both teams still with 2 timeouts apiece. Again, very quick action in the first half of play. So with 2:14, a full timeout for the Bulldogs. Just going down some of the scoring from tonight's ball game. First for the Bulldogs. 24 points on the night for Alex Matthews, 10 points for Aaron Scott, Darion Davis with 2, Trayvon Harris with 14, Jakai Walker with 3, and Preston Merle with 4. For the Central Hardin Bruins, Gavin George has 9, Deonko Wilkerson with 9, Chase Elmore with 3, Jacob Hobbs with 24, Jack Kisseball has 8, and Sean Hay with 2. And I'm surprised we haven't seen the Bruins actually foul some, because the Bulldogs haven't been stellar from the line. Matthews is 4 of 8 from the line tonight. Trayvon Harris 2 of 3, Aaron Scott 2 of 2, but Matthews struggled. And on the other end, it seems that the Bulldogs just keep fouling Jacob Hobbs. Foul somebody else. Hobbs, the leading scorer, knows he's going to get banged around, and he is one of the better free throw shooters for the Bruins.
It's easy to get him the basketball, too, with the length, not only the height, but the arm length and jumping ability.
They get it into Walker, now to Scott. Scott gets it past midcourt. He'll dribble it back out and gives it to Walker. Matthews gets it down low, blocked by Elmore. It'll stay on this end with the Bulldogs. That's going to get Gavin George into the lineup. Darion Davis will trigger this inbound play. Harris goes all the way in. And again, Elmore, I think it's like they're falling before
I didn't
the
see contact. Yeah, I didn't see any contact.
His fourth foul.
Can't tell if they're trying to take a charge or trying to avoid contact. I'm not sure what it is.
I've never seen somebody fall to the floor to avoid the contact. Almost like they over-anticipate it. Harris got the bucket, gets the free throw. Now 17 points on the night for Harris. Hobbs one-on-one with Matthews. They're going to get Matthews that one. That'll be his fourth foul. So now it'll be Alex Matthews, Aaron Scott, Ja'Kai Walker, and Preston Merle all with 4 fouls. And I'm running out of space to write in the circles for Jacob Hobbs' free throw attempts. 1:38 to go. John Hardin with a 6-point lead. Get it to Scott near midcourt. Coach McCurry wanting the foul on Gavin George. Now they'll get a foul. It's going to be on Wilkerson. That'll be his third. And after this 1-and-1 by Aaron Scott, both teams will be in the double bonus. And everybody has stopped, and there's awkward silence. And they give the ball to Scott to shoot the free throws. In just a 1-and-1. Scott knocks it down. Now he'll get the bonus free throw. John Hardin going to pull everybody off the free throw line. Scott misses that one. Elmore with the rebound. 7-point lead for the Bulldogs. Hobbs drives inside, finds Kisseball down low. Back out to George, around the horn. Wilkerson, he'll take a 3 off the iron. Jack Kisseball, great position, misses the putback. Looked like Hobbs probably got away with the foul there. Matthews has it and calls a timeout. Coach Nickel not agreeing with the calls or non-calls. 1:11 to go. It'll be John Hardin basketball. For Central Hardin, their next ball game will be this Friday night as they will travel to Grayson County. That tip time is scheduled for 8 o'clock. And then John Hardin, as we've already said, will be hosting the John Hardin Bulldogs. They'll be hosting the North Hardin Trojans. It's been a long week. Just Tuesday. But as they get into this, and next week there are still ball games in the area as the students will still be in. And there are some big ball games next week. So Coach, with 1:11 to go, if you're Coach Nickel in there, again, what are you gonna say to your team?
Well, they just got to keep fighting. They've got to run hard to the ball as often as they can, hopefully create some turnovers for their side. They're going to have to start fouling, 1:11 remaining, down 7. They're going to have to hope that John Hardin doesn't make free throws.
If you're Coach McCurry, what are you saying to your team?
They just got to take care of the basketball. They've got to execute good inbounds passes, just like what we're getting ready to see right here. And there you go, ball inbounds. That's an advantage for the Bulldogs.
And they had an open court behind Davis, and I don't think he realized that they had that much open court. As he catches the ball and just holds it, Hobbs will come up and pick up that foul, just his second. And that'll put Darion Davis on the line to shoot 2.
The pass may have been to a streaking Alex Matthews, who may have had a dunk to put the exclamation point on the thing.
Rattles out. Knocks down the second. Gets him 3 points on the evening.
They've got to start knocking down threes. They've got to figure out a way to get some open looks here, and just moving the ball around in a circle probably isn't going to do it. Penetration.
Takes that one, no good. Davis high up there for that rebound. And back tip by Hobbs. They get it underneath and lose it as it goes through the hands of Deonko Wilkerson to Alex Matthews, and Matthews throws it off Jacob Hobbs. It goes out of bounds. Actually, they can say it went off of Matthews. Out to George. He'll take a three. Long, kiss the ball with the rebound. Out for Elmore. They swing it around. Darian Davis knocks that one out of bounds. 34.6 seconds to go. Elmore to inbound it for the Bruins. Wilkerson for three, no good. Kiss the ball with the rebound. Back to George. He'll take a three, no good. Hobbs with the rebound. That's going to be the fifth foul on Alex Matthews.
Well, that possession just highlighted what's happened to the Bruins. Other than the second quarter, they can't buy a three-point basket. Did they miss three on that possession?
Yes.
Just a real struggle in the second half to try to hit any shots from the three-point stripe.
And one of the things that's difficult for Coach McCurry, he doesn't have quite the bench presence that he's had in the past. They've only played 6 players all game. And now Alex Matthews fouls out. And you've still got 3 players on the court with 4 fouls. Hobbs to shoot 2. .22 seconds still to go. And Trayvon Harris rarely moves when he inbounds the ball. And with that, and that's exactly what Coach Austin Jones says as he comes off the bench for the Bulldogs, telling him to run back and forth on the line. And so that'll be the last timeout for the Bulldogs. 65-58 the score, 7-point lead for John Hardin. And if you're Coach McCurry, what are you going to say to your team right here?
Well, they just got to keep their cool. They've got to be poised about what they're doing. Don't get jumpy. Don't get too quick. Don't be, moving too fast. Just be smart. Be poised with the ball. You don't have to get it out of your hands immediately. And, with a 7-point lead in 22 seconds, it should be, academic. But you've just got to go through the motions of getting the ball in bounds, making free throws, and just, practicing your end of game closeout. This one should be closed out, but if you're at 3 points right here, there are certain things you have to execute. So that's what they're going to execute right now, whatever it is that they know is their end of game strategy. And it's great practice for their team. And again, with 22 seconds, I don't see a scenario where Central gets back into it. But certainly Coach McCurry wants his guys to be really smart right now in practice. And you can see they've got a set play they're going to be running here off the inbounds.
I'd watch for somebody going deep.
It's Darian Davis doing that.
Walker going to get it up the court to Scott. Scott just going to try to dribble this out. Wilkerson will grab him. That'll be Wilkerson's 4th foul. That'll send Scott to the line to shoot 2 with 17 seconds to go.
Aaron Scott shooting 2.
Scott picks up his 12th point of the evening. Gavin George will get the ball into play at about midcourt. And Elmore for 3, no good. It's going to go out of bounds and back to the Bulldogs. 7.6 seconds to go. Get it into Walker. Walker very content with dribbling out. Darian Davis will. And so that will get our final as John Hardin comes into Central Hardin, and they take a 66-58 victory.
This is a Hardin County Education and Community Television Student Production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming is sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all of your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results, with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties for all of your real estate needs. Contact Ryan at 270-723-4626, and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Visit us at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900, online at mugabug.com. West Point Bank has 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point, or find us online at westpointbank.com. Let us help make life simpler. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple.
Scoring from tonight's ball game, first for the Bulldogs. Alex Matthews led all Bulldogs with 24. Aaron Scott had 12. Darion Davis with 3. Trayvon Harris with 17. Ja'Kai Walker with 6 on the night. And Preston Merle with 4. For the Bruins, Gavin George with 9. Bianca Wilkerson with 9. Chase Elmore with 3. Jacob Hobbs with 26. Jack Kitzelball with 8. And Sean Hay with 2. For the Bulldogs, they improved to 4-0 on the season, 2-0 in 17 district play, while the Bruins fall to 4-2 on the season, 1-1 in 17th district play. Coach, final thoughts from tonight's ball game?
This was a really interesting matchup to watch. We saw a very slashing, inside-out style from the Bruins, trying to set up the outside shot, and then the inside shots came off of a lot of slashing, driving types of moves, whereas the Bulldogs were trying to force the ball inside, kind of a finesse versus a power philosophy. And tonight, the toughness and the power of the Bulldogs, forcing the ball inside, playing tough defense on the interior, that won the night. So very impressive performance, especially by Alex Matthews. But the rest of the Bulldogs looked fantastic tonight.
And we will see the Bulldogs again Friday night, 7:30, as they will host the North Hardin Trojans. For all of our workers here at HCEC-TV that make this possible, for Dale Mings in the truck, for Coach Paul Gray, I am Bobby Thompson saying so long and good night.